the angel of wine and alcoholism and the corruption of God's servants. By God's grace, we shall discover what happens when we drink alcohol, wine, whiskey, and all the strong liquors. This experience happened to me on a Saturday the 11th of January 2014. So, on that day I did experience death and I was transported to the afterlife for 10 hours. After visiting the abode of the dead and paradise, I found myself before the throne of the Lord Jesus Christ. What surprised me is how the Lord shifted the dialogue. We were having discussions about the end times and the last judgment to the demon of beer and alcoholism. Firstly, the Lord Jesus was on his throne and he began to talk to me about the mystery concerning the eternal kingdom of heaven, and he talked to me about the mystery of the 4 living creatures. Then the Lord Jesus Christ turned to a huge eagle and he took me on his wings and we started to fly. We landed in a place where he was explaining to me about the end times. He showed me the court where the last judgment will take place. After that, we continued to fly and we ended up in a forest on earth. As we were flying over this forest, we were hovering in space. Then I saw a lion moving. The Lord Jesus then asked me, "What do you see, O man?" I replied, "Lord, I can see a lion." Then the Lord said to me, "A lion is an image of royalty. It is an image of the law and the power that I gave to Adam, the man that I placed in the forest and the Garden of Eden to cultivate it, but the man allowed himself to be dominated by the power and influence of the things he was supposed to dominate in that garden and forest." The Lord Jesus said, "The spirit of the forest has concluded pacts and covenants with many pastors and many missionaries behind their backs without their realization. They entered an unconscious covenant with that spirit." The Lord Jesus said, "It was not long after the years of revival in 1863 that my servants the pastors and missionaries began to enter into covenants with the spirit of the forest and vegetation subconsciously." The Lord Jesus Christ told me that the spirit who is responsible for the downfall of the revival churches since 1863 is Dionysus, the angel of wine and alcoholism. His mission was to push pastors, evangelists, and missionaries into drunkenness, but they did not know that by being attached to wine, they were taken over and animated by the spirit and complex of grandeur and greatness. They began to desire material things of prestige like great buildings, great clothes, vices, etc. The Lord Jesus said that by being attached to wine, they were even solicited in occultism. They were manipulated, but they were ignorant about the spiritual implication of wine and alcohol. The Lord Jesus said, "It is written in my word, who has woe? Who has sorrow? Who has contentions? Who has complaining? Who has wounds without cause? Who has redness of eyes? Those who linger long over wine, those who go to taste mixed wine. Do not look on the wine when it is red, when it sparkles in the cup, when it goes down smoothly. At last, it bites like a serpent and stings like a viper. Thine eyes shall behold strange women, and thine heart shall utter perverse things." Proverbs 23 verse 29-33. The Lord Jesus asked me, "What is it that stings people inside wine?" Then the Lord himself answered that question. He said, "There is a demon in wine and his purpose is to sting those who are consuming it. He is the fallen angel Dionysus." Beloved, you can see pictures of this demon on some wine and whiskey bottles holding an arrow in his hands. The arrow held by Dionysus is his controlling and manipulating power on the lives of consumers of wine, whiskey, alcohol, and strong liquors. The Lord Jesus told me that Dionysus watches over the lives of alcohol consumers. He monitors details of their lives. In fact, he monitors their blood, their sperm, their breast milk in case of women, and he collaborates with the demon of urine called Lucifugerofocal. This is the demon of witchcraft who cast a spell on people. This demon assists Dionysus in getting people to be on alcohol dependency through a spell he cast on them. The Lord Jesus said to me that Dionysus monitor and use the sperm in order to cause the consumer of wine and alcohol to have children who are already possessed from the wombs of their mothers, and these children will be animated with the spirit of vices. This demon will cause anomaly, malformation, and imperfection in the child to be born. Beloved, I understood from this word of the Lord that drinking wine, whiskey, alcohol, and beer will undermine my posterity as the demon attacks the sperm. The Lord Jesus said to me that through breast milk, The plan of the